complicated question because you never know how you describe yourself. Sometimes you feel like you're professional of something, sometimes you describe yourself like a social role, in a family role, so it depends on your mood. And sometimes you just feel your soul feelings, and that's... So I feel quite happy and full here. That's how I can describe myself for now. Usually I'm try to be in a state of inspiration, so I'm looking for inspiration in every things I do and I take a part. I have inspiration in filmmaking, in art, and in new languages like art languages for describe feelings of different people, and also I believe in social work and I try to help people in some ways. So for me it's different ways to have a dream job and dream work. All my life I was feeling like I have to leave the path after myself. I have to make this world better with my existing. So I try to do many things, a lot of activities I have, and I learned that I can be impassioned in many things. So it's a question how to stay to be yourself when you're doing something. When you're doing a job, you're not just a robot to make it. You are still yourself and you can bring something from you to your job. And that's the point, that's what I try to do. That some values I try to create, I try to show them. Yeah, sometimes I'm lucky, sometimes I can make money from my passion, but usually it's not my goal, it's not my motivation. For me it's more important if I can share my passion to others and I can show something to others. And for sure, if I can help others, it's more valuable for me than the money. Typical day, what do you mean? I don't have typical days. I try to have every day is a new day, and I try to feel myself in a new way every day. I try to do something new and to discover myself for doing new things. And so my typical day might look like I decide, okay, I never tried this, maybe I have to try it today. Yeah, I will, definitely. That's a good question. That's a good question because we're still human thinking that inspiration are waiting for us somewhere. We're looking outside to find some inspiration in some place. We're going for parties, we're going for movies, we're going for books, for meeting other people, just to reach some inspiration from. But yeah, sometimes it worked because we need everything to reflect us. We use the object from outside to reflect us. Sometimes you can see the movie and get inspiration from that, from some words you hear in the movie. Or you can see the masterpiece and you really get it puzzled in your mind that yeah, now you get inspiration. Usually inspiration became from silence, when you are going deep inside yourself, and that's why I prefer to put some right music, to have some right weather in the right place, and just to follow in myself, to follow in the spirit of the place, just to go and see what happened. That's my way of inspiration. That's actually the question of the modern life, because we are believe that we don't have time, we don't have enough time always, every day we don't have enough time for main things, and we living without doing main things. So it seems we are not too good organized, or we are not good make priorities. So sometimes you have to stop to have some paper and to list all your priorities, and to face what you really avoid. Maybe you avoid the main things and you're doing just bullshit just to do something and avoid the real main things. And yeah, sometimes it helps to face what you're doing at the time and manage it better, because we all have enough time. We all have enough time. It's a question how we manage this time. Yes and no. Actually, because I got 3 education for now, and it seems it never ever stop. I love to learn, and I never actually reach my knowledge from the studies. It was just a way, just a door, but usually I used to get my knowledges from just meeting people and get out the box. So many situations where I get a chance to experience out the box, so they gives me more knowledges than any studies. But still, the last one education I got is more suits to me, because I decided to get it when I was more able to know what really I want to do. And so it was studies in Germany, psychotherapy school for family constellations, and that's a method I really amazed. I'm really experienced on myself, and I find out how it works and how it's great as a resource for myself to find a lot of answers for my questions. I don't know, maybe it's a political one. But anyway, any job I get, sometimes it's only longs for 3 days, sometimes it longs for months. But every job I got in my life, I do not regret. I appreciate to get experience from that. And the worst job for me, maybe because of it's very against of my personality. It was political stuff. When somebody invited me to join the political organization, because I'm a leader of a women's rights organization in Russia, in St. Petersburg, and they want me and my organization to have in their, you know, male level, and it's like using, you know, using each other like they used to do in politics, you know. And they provided me the great place to stay, and in the center, in not Red Square, but we have the Winter Palace Square, and so my window just looking for the square, and they showed me how they raise the money, and the way of that was not too good for me, and I realized that I don't need it, even if I can get a lot of money. I don't need this money because I don't like the way how it's reached. So I quit. Actually, I didn't get any career in something which I don't like. So I prefer to, all my life, even it's not about stability, I prefer to only to do things I like to do. So if I do in journalism, I do it well and I like it, and I'm used to do journalism only in a way is used in ethical a way for me. So I never break the career for my passion, because I'm trying to bring my passion into my career. Okay, I can tell you it's quite of my secret. My family, especially my female part of my family, has taught me to live and to find a man in a way when the man loves you more than you. And my mother did that, and my grandmother did that, and I was so loyalty for them. You know, I had my loyalty, and that was my mistake actually, because I realized too late that I can't live without being loved myself. I don't like to only consume the love, I want to produce my love, and I think it's more important to me. So that's probably the main point I would like to change in my life. I would like to live and looking for relationships where I can be in love as well. I believe in global art metabolism. I believe in things like multitasking things. So I feel myself good even if I'm doing many things around my passion as well, because it's also charging me to make more, to make my work with more passion. And according this way, I prefer to not to stuck in anything, because if even you like this most of all and you stuck in that, you became smaller than bigger. And to be bigger, to be able to grow, you have to experience many things, and try to check your independency, because we are all very easy for codependence, yeah. It's a really cool book. I'm offering and advising to people. It's quite fundamental book from Robert Anton Wilson. Prometheus Rising is the name of the book, and this is American writer. And the prologue of this book, the words before the book is we are all giants. and we were raised by the small people, and we used to be small, but we forget that we are giants. And how to be giant, how to feel all your high, you should learn from this book. I don't know. Actually, I never think about that. If you ask me what kind of people inspired me, yeah, I have some. And actually, I like to be amazed by the people I met. But heroes, I don't think I will use this word. A lot of them, and it depends on the mood and situation. I like some Osho's quotes. One of them is, "Until you can't say no, your yes is meaningless." Totally believe that all going inside. So I totally believe that if you're only improving your professional skills without bringing some values, and you're developing, self-developing in that, so it's full. And for my journalism job, for example, I have to experience a lot of things, a lot of destinies to see, to face, just to understand other people and to have not only perception but the feeling how they feel. So maybe it's most about empathy, that is we are all needed. I think that for others, the best word I can say is not maybe something special words, but I really believe that sometimes we have heavy things inside, and we are modern people used to hide it, and we never presume that it could be a good resource for us. And all we have to do is face the pain things inside, first inside ourselves, and then we can see in outside as well, and connect it to them, to help them. And, but first we have to accept our things, and when we do that, it really brings you a lot of inspiration. And this is a paradox, but it works. And to be free, we have to love. If you want to be free from something you don't like, first you have to love it, and then you should be free. If you try to push it, so it has you. And if you want to be free, you have to love it. So love is an answer, and I would like to encourage people to be more free to in love with yourself